My name is Melissa Frakes, and I am the Executive Director at Pivotal Point Transitional Housing. I came to what was Hillcrest at that time 2 years ago, this coming April, and I became the director. And that was not my history. I was really retail. God really just led me to this position. When I was working at Family Christian, I met a lot of the same people that I meet now. And when they decided that they were going to close all stores, I just heard God saying, "Be still." So I was still and I waited. One day I got a call from someone who is on the board of directors who had a wife that shopped with me all the time and said, "Hey, we have this position, you might be interested in applying." And that is how I became involved. Pivotal Point Transitional Housing is really just about giving people a second chance. It's about giving them the opportunity to change course in their life, to go from homelessness or near homelessness into a more secure environment where they can become more self-sustainable members of this community. Our goal would be to invite them in. They go through a process of application, interviewing, and then we move them into our home. We call 3000 Parkway A our home, and we share it. And we provide rent-free apartments with no utilities because we're really wanting to give them an opportunity to catch up on life. So that would give them really the opportunity to save, because that is one of their major goals, is to learn how to save, learn how to budget, and really to teach them life skills, things that maybe no one ever taught them before that they really need to have. We make the decisions on how long they should stay based on the goals that they have for themselves, the struggles and barriers that they might have, and we really make the time frame appropriate to what we need to do for that particular person. Everyone has unique problems that they have to solve, and so we deal with them individually. And so it starts out as a 90-day program, but we set the goals that they need to set to achieve the things that they need to do to be self-sustainable. They move out when they finish all those criteria and all those goals, and the outcome really is making sure they have safe, affordable housing, and so we help them with that, and to make sure that they are working, and often they come to us with a job, and we make sure that they are really addressing bettering that job, that career pathway. For example, we have a resident now that when he started with us, he was really just barely making minimum. He recently, he's about to move out. He is a graduate, but we do have graduate housing. And he actually is applying for a full-time position at Altec. And so that's a really big deal for him to really have a career to go to and not just a job. We are so grateful for the interaction that we have with this church, and we are so grateful for every dollar that's donated and for every hour of volunteer, whether it be at the thrift shop or at the apartments. But most importantly, we are so grateful for the interaction they have with their residents, because they're apartment sponsors. Really, without that interaction with a resident, they would not possibly get to see the grace and love that we should have for one another, and how we should be the hands and feet of Jesus.